Alex, I need you to be honest with me. Do I look like a failure?
You look like you're wearing a very comfortable hoodie. Why are we talking about failure on a beautiful Tuesday?
Because I just looked in my closet, and do you know what I found?
A skeleton?
Worse. I found a yoga mat that still has the plastic wrapper on it. I found a Spanish textbook from 2019 that I opened exactly once, and I found a set of watercolor paints that are completely dry.
Ah, the Museum of Good Intentions.
Exactly. It's a graveyard of my dreams, Alex. Every January, I turn into this new Nora. I buy the gear, I make the schedule, I tell my mom this is it, I'm going to be a painter, and then February happens.
And what happens in February?
Reality happens. I get tired, I get busy. The new Nora disappears, and the old Nora comes back to sit on the couch and eat chips. I feel like I'm broken, like maybe I'm just missing the success gene.
Okay, first of all, there is no success gene. And second, you are not broken. You are just falling into the same trap that 99% of humans fall into.
The trap of being lazy? Because I am definitely the CEO of Laziness Inc.
You aren't lazy. I've seen you binge watch 3 seasons of a TV show in one weekend. That takes dedication. That takes focus.
That's true. I am very committed to finding out who the killer is.
See? You have the energy. The problem isn't your motivation. The problem is your mechanism. You think you are making decisions, but you aren't.
I made a decision to buy the watercolor paints.
No, you made a purchase. You didn't make a decision. There is a massive difference. Most people spend their whole lives simply preferring things. I'd prefer to be thin. I'd prefer to speak fluent English. I'd prefer to be rich.
Well, yeah, who wouldn't?
Exactly. Everyone wants the result, but a preference is weak. It collapses the moment things get hard. If you want to stop building a graveyard of expensive hobbies in your closet, you need to stop preferring and start deciding.
Okay, that sounds like a motivational poster. Just decide. But how? Is there a manual? Because I didn't get one.
Actually, there is a manual. It's a 3-step system. It's based on how the human brain actually rewires itself. If you follow these 3 rules, you won't need willpower. The change becomes automatic.
Automatic? Okay, now I'm listening. I love things that are automatic. Tell me the secrets, wise wizard.
All right, let's look at rule number 1. We call this the ex-boyfriend rule.
The ex-boyfriend rule? Okay, wait, are we talking about my ex, Dave? Because I really don't want to talk about Dave.
We can leave Dave out of this, but think about the concept. When you finally break up with someone, a real bad breakup, what do you have to do to actually move on?
Oh, that's easy. Scorched earth policy. You block the number, you unfollow them on Instagram, you take all the photos of you two together and you burn them, or, delete them.
Right. You remove access. You make it impossible to slide back into the relationship. Now, tell me, why do you do that?
Because if I see his face or if I have his number, I might text him when I'm lonely. I need to protect myself from my own weakness.
Bingo. You cut off the alternative. Now look at your decisions for your hobbies. When you decided to learn Spanish, did you cut off the alternative?
What do you mean?
Did you change your phone language to Spanish? Did you delete your English news apps? Or did you just buy a book and put it on a shelf next to your English books?
I put it on the shelf.
So you had a safety net. You could learn Spanish, or you could just not. Both options were open.
So you're saying I failed because I had an escape route?
Exactly. The word decide comes from the Latin word decidere. It literally means to cut off. Think of it like a surgeon. When they cut something away, it's gone. It's not coming back.
That is violent, but I get it.
It has to be violent. If you want to quit sugar, but you keep a box of emergency donuts in the pantry, have you decided?
Hey, do not attack my emergency donuts. They are for emergencies.
And let me guess, the emergency is usually that it's Tuesday and you're bored.
Maybe.
That donut is why you fail. The ex-boyfriend rule means you kill the alternative. You burn the boats. If you want to take the island, you burn the boat so you can't swim home. You have to fight or die.
Okay, that is dramatic, but it makes sense. If I have no choice, I just do it.
Correct. Humans are incredibly adaptable. When we have no choice, we figure it out instantly. When we have a choice, we procrastinate for 10 years.
Wow, okay, so step 1, cut off the escape route, treat my bad habits like my ex-boyfriend Dave, blocked, deleted, gone.
Perfect. Now, are you ready for the second reason you fail?
I don't know, my ego is already bruising, but hit me.
Rule number 2 is about the law of diminishing intent.
Diminishing intent. That sounds fancy. What does it mean?
It means the longer you wait to do something, the less likely you are to do it. Emotions are like clouds, Nora. They drift away. You might feel super motivated right now, at this exact second, but in 3 hours?
In 3 hours, I will be hungry and tired, and I will want to watch funny cat videos.
Exactly. The new Nora is here now, but the old Nora is waiting in the hallway. So you have to use rule number 2.
Rule 2, the 2-minute tax. I still hate the word tax. It sounds expensive.
It's a tax on your future self. Here's the rule. When you make a decision, you must take a physical action within 2 minutes to pay the tax. You need to lock the decision in with a behavior.
Can you give me an example? Because usually when I decide to do something, I just write it in my journal.
Writing it down is good, but it's not enough. Let's say you decide to learn to play the guitar.
Oh God, don't remind me. I have a guitar under my bed.
Okay, perfect example. A preference is saying, I should learn guitar. A decision with the 2-minute tax looks like this. You say, I am going to learn guitar, and then within 120 seconds, you pick up the phone and book a lesson with a teacher. You pay for it.
Whoa, that's scary. What if I'm not ready?
You're never ready. That's the point. If you pay for the lesson, now you have skin in the game. You have created a consequence. If you don't show up, you lose money.
And I hate losing money. I am very cheap.
Exactly. You use your own psychology against yourself. Or let's say you want to start a diet.
Okay.
The 2-minute tax isn't I'll start Monday. It is walking into your kitchen right now and throwing the junk food into the garbage bin, pouring water on it so you can't eat it later.
You are really obsessed with destroying my snacks today, Alex.
I'm just saying, if you don't pay the tax immediately, the emotion fades. You wake up the next morning, the motivation is gone, and the cookies are still in the jar, and you lose again.
So it's about momentum?
It's about commitment. A decision without an action is just a delusion. You need to prove to your brain that you are serious. The receipt proves the purchase. The action proves the decision.
Okay, so rule 1, cut the escape. Rule 2, pay the tax immediately. I feel like if I do this, I'm going to be very stressed out.
Actually, no. Indecision is stressful. Knowing exactly what you have to do is actually very peaceful. But there is a trap.
Of course there is. What's the trap?
The trap is the arrival fallacy, and that leads us to rule number 3.
Arrival fallacy. Let me guess. Is that when I think, oh, once I get this promotion, my life will be perfect and birds will sing and dress me in the morning?
That is exactly it. Cinderella syndrome. We all do it. We think, I'll be happy when I lose 10 pounds. I'll be happy when I get 1 million subscribers.
But isn't that how goals work? We work hard so we can get the prize.
Yes and no. Achievement is a science. If you do the work, you get the result. But fulfillment, feeling good, that is an art. If you only focus on the finish line, you will be miserable the entire time you are running. And when you cross the line, you'll feel good for, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, I remember when I finally graduated university, I was so happy for about a day, and then I was just unemployed and confused.
Exactly. The target moves. The brain immediately asks, what's next? So if you anchor your happiness to the result, you lose. You need rule number 3.
Okay, enlighten me. What is the climber's mindset?
Imagine a mountain climber. If they spend the whole climb looking up at the peak, shouting, "Are we there yet? Why is it so far?" they are going to be miserable. They might even give up.
That sounds like me on a treadmill. Is it over yet? Is it over yet?
Right. But a real climber focuses on the next step. They find joy in the movement. They look at their muscles working. They look at the view from where they are. They understand a fundamental truth. Progress equals happiness.
Progress equals happiness. I like that.
It is the only thing that sustains us. We don't feel good because we have things. We feel good because we are becoming things. If you are growing, you feel alive. If you are stagnating, even in a mansion, you feel dead.
That explains why so many rich people are unhappy.
Correct. They stopped climbing. So, the climber's mindset means you stop obsessing over the goal and you start falling in love with the ritual. You don't run to get skinny. You run because you are a runner. You celebrate the fact that you showed up.
So I should give myself a high five just for putting on my sneakers?
Yes, unironically, yes, because that is progress. If you celebrate the steps, you'll keep walking. If you only celebrate the finish line, you'll quit at mile 1.
Okay, Alex, this all sounds fantastic in theory, but I am a professional self-sabotager. My brain is very sneaky. I need us to practice this.
I love a challenge. Let's do a simulation. We are going to take a real goal, and you are going to try to wiggle out of it. And I am going to stop you using the rules.
Okay, let's do saving money. I am terrible at saving money. I see a shiny thing, I buy the shiny thing.
Okay, let's apply the rules. You want to save $5,000 this year. Go.
Okay, I have decided I will try my best to save money starting next month.
Bzz. Fail.
What? I said I decided.
You said try, you said next month, and you didn't change anything. You kept the escape route open. Apply the ex-boyfriend rule.
Okay, I am cutting off the alternative. I will set up an automatic transfer from my bank account the second I get paid. $400 disappears into a savings account that I cannot touch.
Better. But is that enough? Can you still see the shiny things?
Yes, I have the shopping apps on my phone. They send me notifications. Nora, shoes are on sale.
That is the ex-boyfriend calling you. Block him.
Okay, I'm deleting the shopping apps, unsubscribing from the emails.
Good. The alternative is dead. Now, the 2-minute tax. You are feeling motivated right now. Lock it in.
Okay, I am logging into my banking app right now. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm setting up the auto transfer, scheduled for the 1st of the month. Click. Done.
Boom. You just paid the tax. You can't back out now without going through a lot of effort to cancel it.
I feel poorer already.
You are actually richer. You just don't see it yet. Now, fast forward 2 weeks. You see a beautiful jacket in the window. You really want it, but you have no money in your checking account because the transfer happened. You feel annoyed. Apply the climber's mindset.
Okay, the old Nora would say, I work so hard, I deserve this jacket. This budget is stupid, I'm miserable.
And the new Nora?
The new Nora says, look at that bank balance growing. I am becoming a person who has financial security. I am breaking the cycle of being broke.
Yes, you validate the growth, not the jacket. How does that feel?
It feels grown up. It feels steady. Like I'm actually in control of the car instead of the car driving me off a cliff.
That is the feeling of resolve, Nora. That is what happens when the internal war is over. You aren't fighting with yourself anymore. You just are a saver.
Can we try one more, a quick one? Because my biggest enemy is the morning alarm.
The classic nemesis. Okay, scenario. You want to wake up at 6 a.m. to work on your English before work.
Okay, but my bed is so warm and the world is so cold.
Apply the rules. Ex-boyfriend.
If the phone is next to my bed, I will hit snooze. It's too easy. So I have to put the phone in the bathroom.
Further, put it in the kitchen. Make it impossible to turn it off without walking across the cold floor.
That is torture. But okay, the option to snooze is gone.
Now the 2-minute tax. What can you do tonight to lock you in the morning?
I can set out my clothes.
Too easy. Make it social.
Okay, I will text my scary friend Sarah. I'm calling you at 6:05 a.m. If I don't call, you can post that embarrassing photo of me from high school on Facebook.
The nuclear option. I love it. High stakes.
The stakes are very high. That photo involves braces and a terrible haircut.
Okay, so it's 6 a.m. The alarm is screaming in the kitchen. You are tired. You are stumbling down the hall. You are cursing my name.
I am definitely cursing your name, stupid Alex and his stupid rules.
Fair enough. But you are up. Now, the climber's mindset. Don't think about the grammar exercises you have to do.
I just think, I am up. I did it. I beat the sun.
Exactly. You take a sip of coffee and you feel that little spark of pride. I kept my promise to myself. That pride, that is the fuel. That is what gets you up tomorrow.
You know, when you break it down like this, it actually seems doable.
It is doable. It's just mechanics. We treat life like it's magic, but it's mostly just mechanics.
Mechanics. I like that. It takes the pressure off. I don't have to be a superhero. I just have to be a good mechanic of my own life.
Precisely. You don't need to change your personality, Nora. You just need to change your process.
I feel like I need to go home and apologize to my guitar and maybe eat that emergency donut so I can throw away the box.
If you eat the donut, that counts as a failure of Rule 1.
Not if I decide that my diet starts after the donut.
We still have work to do with you.
Hey, progress not perfection. Climber's mindset.
Touché. You learn fast.
Okay, guys, seriously though, this was a wake-up call for me. I hope it was for you too. Alex, thank you for being the Yoda to my Skywalker, even if you are stricter than Yoda.
It's my pleasure. Remember, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. Action is power.
I'm writing that down. Action is power.
So here is your homework, everyone watching. Don't just close this video and click on a cat video.
Even though they are very cute.
Pick one thing, just one. Apply the ex-boyfriend rule, pay the 2-minute tax, and start climbing.
Let us know in the comments what you decided on, and if you owe any money because of the tax, tell us that too. We love the drama.
Indeed. Keep climbing, everyone.
I'm Nora.
I'm Alex.
And this is Business English. See you at the top.